EV Comply, simplifying your charge point installations.
Friday the 11th of February, another week, another EV roundup brought to you directly from EV Comply. Firstly, a big hit for Tesla this week as they have lost its executive in charge of new vehicle programs who has been in charge of several important engineering programs, and now he is going to work on Ford's electric vehicles instead. His name is Alan Clark and he's been at Tesla for over a decade. He started out as a senior design engineer in 2009 and worked on several projects including the Model S and the iconic door handles that of course were on that model. After over a decade at Tesla, he has announced this week that he has accepted a role in Ford's advanced EV development group. He's going to join Doug Field, who also held a top engineer role at Tesla for years before going back to Ford after a stint at Apple. So it looks like Ford's getting a very good team built around them, but where will that leave Tesla? The lithium price rockets nearly 500% in a year due to the EV rush. Now, sales worldwide have created massive demand for the critical component of lithium-ion batteries. According to figures from Benchmark Mineral Intelligence, the price of lithium raw materials rose 478.3% between Jan 21 and January 2022. Now, in January alone, the price jumped 45.5% a tonne. That's up from £1,650 in December. Similar price rises were recorded for lithium carbonate and hydroxide. Redefined lithium at different stages of purity over the past year also varied. Now, BMI is forecasting the price will continue to increase for at least the next 6 months off the back of the massive demand for battery cells. Smart #1 is really the name of a new crossover EV. Yeah, #1. Pronouncing the word hashtag. Now, this is the first product between the joint venture between Mercedes-Benz and Geely for the recognized Smart brand. Now, the Smart #1 with the hashtag is the name of the first product from the recognized brand. The company is now a 50-50 joint venture between Mercedes-Benz and Geely, and they're kicking off the partnership with this electric crossover. The vehicle launches later this year, and the name has definitely raised a few eyebrows, but very clever marketing, we think. #1. It's got people talking, including us. In other car news this week, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 has nabbed itself yet another award as one of the several electric vehicles named by the car sales site Autotrader in its annual Best New Cars list. Out of the 12 cars named for 2022, 4 of them were electric, which is great news, joining the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which has already collected a UK Company Car Award, a Popular Science Award, the German Car of the Year Award, the Green SUV of the Year Award, and now an Auto Express New Car Award under its winning belt. That's a lot of awards. Following in the Ioniq 5's footsteps, the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning Electric, or pickup as you'll know it, was also awarded. The 2022 Mercedes-AMG EQS Electric Sedan was also given an award, and the 2022 Rivian RIT Electric as well. Now, behind the Hyundai's Ioniq 5's winning titles is the fact that it is ground up designed as an electric vehicle. This is what's been said by Autotrader's Brian Moody in a statement as to why it was given the award by Autotrader this week. Big news for Bosch this week as they have announced they plan to spend £1.6 billion to reskill workers in EV tech. The investment in training comes after predictions that 500,000 jobs could be lost under EU decarbonising plans. Bosch, one of the EU's largest employers, is committing to the £1.6 billion investments in its European operations, seeking to retrain some of its 400,000 staff as the shift to electrification gathers pace. The parts supply giant has already spent £1 billion in the last 5 years on programs, reskilling its legacy technology and employees. They're now committing to a similar amount over the next half decade. It comes as Europe's car industry continues to raise concerns about the continent's plans for a shift to electrification. Vauxhall has entered a new partnership with parking provider JustPark to help people find convenient charging locations near their home. Approximately 40% of UK households do not have any access to off-street parking where they could install a charging device. As part of the Just Charge network, EV drivers with their own charger on their drive or property can rent these out to other plug-in drivers via an app. With the new partnership, Vauxhall will encourage its EV drivers to join the growing community network. Matt Shirley, head of EV networks at JustPark, said, "Having lived with an electric vehicle without a home charging point, I know firsthand the challenges that solely relying on public chargers can bring. We are delighted to be working with Vauxhall to help enable many thousand more drivers to make the switch to an electric vehicle." Great news for Ireland, as the Transport Minister Eamon has announced the reopening of the very successful electric vehicle taxi scheme, with €15 million allocated by the Department of Transport for this year. The grants will enable owners of small public service vehicles such as taxis and hackneys to buy EVs. SPSV drivers can apply for grants of up to €10,000 towards the purchase of a new full battery ESPSV, with a further £2,500 available to convert it to a wheelchair accessible model. Following on with the theme of schemes and initiatives, Viality has launched an EV salary sacrifice scheme with its Hitachi Capital Vehicle Solutions. Now, the new benefits enable Vitality staff to lease a new electric or hybrid vehicle at a reduced cost through the salary sacrifice. Vitality said its staff can choose from a range of 800 makes and models, including BMW and Nissan, among others. Deepkan Janukcha, Chief Sustainability Officer at Vitality, said, "We've always been a business built on supporting people, including our employees, to take small steps to make choices that improve their health. Our new electric and hybrid vehicle scheme now helps them to make more sustainable choices too. The all-inclusive scheme includes maintenance of the vehicle, tyre maintenance, fully comprehensive insurance, annual vehicle tax, and UK road assistance. The scheme will also provide employees with the option of returning, buying or ordering a new car when their lease ends." DF Capital has also launched an electric vehicle salary sacrifice scheme with Octopus Electric Vehicles. There are over 30 cars available to DF Capital employees, including the Tesla Model 3, the Nissan Leaf, the BMW i3 and the Hyundai Kona. Charlie Michaels, Chief Sustainability and People Officer at DF Capital, said, "We already offer great rewards to everyone who works here, but this new perk is something special as it allows us to unlock affordable, clean, green driving for all our employees. Here's to hoping all the other big brands and businesses follow suit with the schemes." Europe will have 130 million electric vehicles on the road by 2035. This is according to a joint report from Ernst & Young and the electricity industry trade associates Eurelectric. The report's projections show Europe's EV fleet growing from its current base of less than 5 million to 65 million by 2030, and then doubling over the following 5 years. The continent will need 65 million chargers to fuel these cars, trucks and buses, with 85% of plug-ins installed at homes. Europe's rapid adoption of EVs presents two large tasks for utility providers. The first is to build a network of 9 million out-of-home chargers along roadways, at workplaces and at fleet charging hubs. The second, there are about 445,000 public connectors installed across Europe, according to the latest tally from Bloomberg, but of course that's going to have to increase as well to ensure that all EVs can be charged. And finally, Polestar, the Swedish premium EV startup backed by Volvo, will join the crowds of automakers pitching EVs during the Super Bowl this year. Polestar, which became a standalone brand back in 2017, will run a 30-second advert with a serious message. A teaser shared with Ad Age on Thursday called "No Cliches" promises no stunts, no surprises, no supermodels, no puppies, no monkeys and no babies in a bid to sell their product. They believe it can sell itself. A range of other tactics long deployed by Super Bowl advertisers won't be used, and instead they're going to do something different, so watch this space. Now, the Super Bowl is watched by about 100 million people, so not a bad advertising strategy from Polestar. As ever, you are now in the EV know for this week. I'll be back with you next Friday, keeping you in the loop. From everybody here at EV Comply, we hope you have a fantastic weekend. And if you wish to get involved with our podcast, maybe you want to feature with an interview or get your business mentioned, we would love to hear from you. Contact us via our website. That's ev-comply.com. Just click on pods and vlogs.